Good morning. This is Township Manager Dean Kaczynski. I want to begin by letting our residents know that Teaneck is strong and we will continue to remain strong during this crisis. The health and well-being of our residents, employees, and customers is my top priority. As we continue to monitor the ongoing developments with the COVID-19 virus, the Township continues to use best practices to mitigate the risks related to the coronavirus. As of April 9, 2020, Teaneck has 622 residents who are presumptive positive for the COVID-19 virus. With a heavy heart, I have to announce that 32 residents from our Teaneck family have died due to complications from the coronavirus. The deaths range from 30 years of age to 95 years of age. Please keep all those who have lost their lives and anyone who has been affected by this virus in your thoughts and prayers. Since my last video message, several new executive orders were issued by Governor Murphy that everyone should be aware of. Executive Order 114 orders and directs that the flag of the United States of America and the state flag of New Jersey be flown at half-staff in recognition and mourning of all those who have lost their lives and have been affected by COVID-19. Executive Order 118 indefinitely closes state and county parks. Executive Order 119 orders and directs that all executive orders adopted in response to the public health emergency presented by the COVID-19 virus outbreak remain in full force and effect. Executive Order 120 orders and directs that the federal and state primary elections scheduled for June 2, 2020 shall be postponed and rescheduled for Tuesday, July 7, 2020. Executive Order 122 orders and directs the stoppage of all non-essential construction projects and imposing additional mitigation requirements on essential retail businesses and essential industries to limit the spread of COVID-19 in New Jersey. The order also outlines specific protections and policies for all essential retail, manufacturing, and warehousing businesses, as well as businesses engaged in essential construction projects. Executive Order 123 orders and directs that all insurance policies in this state shall not cancel during the emergency grace period any policy or contract as a result of non-payment. All of these executive orders can be found in their entirety by visiting www.teanecknj.gov. You will be directed to a special COVID-19 webpage that provides valuable updates and resources for everyone. I remain steadfast that the swift actions taken at the beginning of this crisis helped to save lives. It put Teaneck in a better position to flatten the curve sooner than anyone else. I am confident the rate of infection will decrease due to social distancing. Everyone must stay home to stop the spread of the virus in order to save lives. As reported by Governor Murphy, social distancing measures and business closures in New Jersey appear to be working and slowing the spread of the coronavirus. But those statistics will only hold if social distancing measures now in place continue to be followed by residents and businesses. We are far from seeing the end of the crisis and will probably see a surge in cases, hospitalizations in the weeks to come. The surge will ultimately depend largely upon how strict everyone complies with social distancing measures in place now to slow the progression of the disease. If we continue strict social distancing, which is staying at home and keeping 6 feet away from others, we will have the resources in the state to take care of patients. If not, our healthcare system will become overwhelmed. As I have said before, my message is not to create panic or alarm. The message is said to emphasize the importance of social distancing. This is the only way we will get through this crisis. Over the past several days, my office has received complaints about individuals violating the executive orders in place, specifically rules for social distancing and gathering in municipal parks which remain closed. Let me make it clear, all municipal parks are closed for all recreational activities. Residents can use the outside walking track at Voti Park for passive recreation, only as long as social distancing rules are practiced and proper face covering is worn. If these rules are not followed, the track will be closed. This past week, I spoke with management from local grocery stores to remind them of their responsibility to enforce social distancing and proper preventative measures to stop the spread of the virus. The recommendations, some of which are now requirements, include making aisles one way, using alternate registers, demarcate 6 feet of spacing in checkout lines, limiting occupancy to 50% of the stated maximum store capacity, establishing store hours that permit access solely to high-risk individuals, installing physical barriers such as shield guard between customers and cashiers, requiring infection control practices, giving employees adequate break time for repeated hand washing throughout the workday, arranging for no contact pay options, offering pickup and delivery wherever feasible, providing sanitation materials such as hand sanitizer and sanitizing wipes to staff and customers, requiring frequent sanitation of high-touch areas like restrooms, credit card machines, keypads, countertops, and shopping carts, placing signage at entrances and throughout the store alerting staff and customers of the 6 feet of physical distance, and requiring staff to wear proper personal protective equipment to include wearing face coverings and gloves while on premises. No one should be working where social distancing isn't practiced to the fullest extent possible. These strict measures are in place to protect the health and well-being of everyone. Any one of us could be spreading the COVID-19 virus unknowingly. Treat everyone you meet as though they have the virus. Stand 6 feet away from them. Act as though you are sick and don't want to spread it. Wash your hands and use hand sanitizer. Wear a cloth mask when out shopping. Stay home if you've been exposed to someone who has it or if you are not feeling well. As citizens, we all have a responsibility to heed the current health advice or risk even more severe government restrictions. I hear this question often: is it safe to go to the grocery store? Should you wipe down what you buy? The experts say there are things shoppers can do to make grocery shopping safer. To reduce your risk, try to shop when stores are less crowded and use disinfectant on handles of your shopping carts or baskets. There's evidence the coronavirus can live on that handle for as long as 3 days. Think about how many people might have touched that handle each and every day. It's pretty significant. Unfortunately, there's not much data about how long the coronavirus can survive on fresh food. Whenever possible, the recommendation is to wash produce thoroughly. Write your shopping list on paper instead of your cell phone. Don't touch your cell phone at the store. Use a hands-free device if necessary, or wait until you get home. The virus can survive on paper and cardboard for less than a day, so just wipe them down or set them aside for 24 hours. As mentioned, the coronavirus can survive on plastic or metal for up to 3 days, so disinfect cans and bottles. Avoid unnecessary shopping trips by getting everything you need at one time. Seniors and those who have weakened immune system should try to avoid shopping. If possible, have a younger or healthier person shop for you instead. Always wear a cloth mask when in this setting. Bring gloves and hand sanitizer or wipes instead of depending on the stores to provide them. For those businesses impacted by the pandemic, there are economic recovery programs in place from the Small Business Administration and the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. To communicate with the SBA, please call 1-800-659-2955. To communicate with the New Jersey EDA, please call 1-844-965-1125. From the municipal tax end, the Township's tax collector, Natalie Utno, has been receiving many inquiries regarding the May 1st tax deadline. Although the tax department is not open to the public, please do not hesitate to contact staff by email at tax@teanecknj.gov or by telephone at 837-1600 extension 1225 for assistance. What I'm about to discuss should answer a few frequently asked questions due to our declared state of emergency. Taxes are due May 1st, 2020 with a 10-day grace period. The tax office is mandated by the state of New Jersey, and to date, the governor has not made any adjustments to extending this deadline. If any changes take place, we will disseminate the information to our residents as quickly as possible. Please know there are several options to make your property tax payment during the emergency. You can make payments online via our website, teanecknj.gov, and follow the prompts to pay taxes online. You can pay your property taxes by mail. Please ensure that the payment is postmarked no later than May 11, 2020. You can drop your payment in our secure drop box located outside the north entrance of the municipal building. Please place your payment in an envelope addressed to the tax department. If a receipt is required, please indicate as such and one will be mailed. Otherwise, your processed check is considered a receipt. Residents can also utilize an online bank payment. Most banks will issue a payment free or a charge from your bank account via the bank's website or application. Just be certain to include the account number or block lot number as a reference and send within the 10-day grace period. Please contact the tax office if you require any additional assistance. Given the recent developments due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Teaneck's May 12, 2020 municipal election has moved entirely to the format of vote by mail. There will be no physical polling locations on Tuesday, May 12th. The deadline to register to vote in Teaneck's May 12th municipal election is April 21st. Voter registration forms must be postmarked by April 21st in order to participate and receive a mail-in ballot for Teaneck's municipal election. You can obtain a voter registration form by going to www.state.nj.us. If you are unable to print the form from your home, please complete and mail it back to the Bergen County Superintendent of Elections. No postage is necessary. You cannot email your voter registration form. On March 19th, Governor Murphy signed Executive Order 105, which stated the time restrictions of NJSA 19:63-9 shall be suspended, and vote-by-mail ballots shall be mailed in compliance with the schedule to be prepared by the Secretary of State in a manner to ensure the timely receipt and return of ballots for counting in the May 12, 2020 election. In accordance with Executive Order 105, starting on or before April 24, 2020, the 18th day before the May 12, 2020 election, each county clerk will forward vote-by-mail ballots to all registered voters in any jurisdiction holding an election on May 12, 2020. Regardless if you applied to vote by mail, you will be receiving a vote by mail ballot to the address that corresponds with your voter registration information. In order for your vote to be counted in the May 12, 2020 municipal election, you must use the ballot provided to you by the County of Bergen. Upon receipt of your vote by mail ballot, please fill out and mail back to the Bergen County Board of Election as soon as possible. For guidance on filling out a vote by mail ballot, please visit bergencountyclerk.org. In order for your vote to be counted in the May 2020 municipal election, your ballot must be postmarked by May 12, 2020 and received by the Bergen County Board of Elections no later than 8 p.m. on May 14, 2020. If you have a disability and require an accommodation, please contact the Bergen County Clerk at 201-336-7020. If you need further assistance, please contact the Teaneck Township Clerk's office at 201-837-1600 extension 1025 or clerk@teanecknj.gov. The library building remains closed to the public until further notice. Director Alan McGinley wanted me to remind everyone that the library continues to provide online access to digital ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, movies, music, and more. Virtual programs include story times and guided meditation are offered on a weekly basis with new online programs coming soon. Online classes and language learning resources are available through the library's website, including Creative Bug, BrainFuse, Mango Languages, and Rosetta Stone. Library staff is available to answer any questions Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. via chat, email, and voice or text at 817-9780. The library also has launched a phone call check-in service. If you or someone you know in Teaneck would like to receive a phone call from a library staff member to talk about new books and movies, please contact the library. For library updates and more information on all materials, programs, and services mentioned, please visit teanecklibrary.org. I'd like to remind everyone that due to the pandemic, all block party and special event permits have been canceled until further notice. The spring townwide garage sale, paper shredding event, and fireworks display, previously scheduled to take place in May, have been postponed. A decision will be made later this month on the status of all summer recreation programs and activities. Regardless of whether you have contracted the virus or if you or a family member is sick or not feeling well, follow all the guidance provided and voluntarily self-isolate, monitor your symptoms, and contact your doctor for professional guidance and treatment. As COVID-19 remains a serious public health issue, everyone needs to take this seriously and work together to eradicate it from our community. Flattening the curve is what we are trying to do. We have the opportunity now to reduce the impact of this virus in our community. Lowering the curve will put our first responders and healthcare workers at lesser risk. It will relieve the burden on our healthcare system and it will save lives. Please help do your part. We are all affected by this pandemic, and we are all making sacrifices for the greater good, so we can get back to normal. Our local businesses are so critical to the fabric of our community. Our restaurants, through takeout and delivery, continue to operate through these tough times. Many have stepped up and provided meals to our first responders, our health service providers, and those in need. Our local grocers are keeping their shelves stocked, and their employees are playing a vital role in keeping our community nourished. Our healthcare workers and our first responders are on the front lines, leaving their own families at home to care for others and putting themselves in direct harm. Please take time to acknowledge all of their efforts. The Teaneck Volunteer Ambulance Corps continues to serve our 41,000 residents, handling 20+ calls a day. We are extremely fortunate to have such a fine group of dedicated individuals who put their own health and safety on the line each and every day. In addition to our emergency personnel, I would also like to thank all the workers across the township that continue to serve our community during these difficult times, such as our postal workers, bank employees, restaurant workers, healthcare workers, pharmacies, trash collectors, and others providing essential services. My office continues to post daily updates and links on our COVID-19 emergency page, which can be found by visiting www.teanecknj.gov. You will find valuable resources that will help everyone get through this crisis. Please support the local businesses that remain open. A list of restaurants providing takeout and delivery are on our website. I encourage everyone to sign up for Township Alerts. It is easy to do, and you will remain connected to the latest information on the COVID-19 virus. Please visit the Sign Up for Township Alerts tab on our homepage. There are many moving parts to this virus, and information continues to change daily. While there is still much to learn about COVID-19, residents should remain calm and vigilant in their personal efforts to reduce the spread of the virus and monitor the Township's website for updated information. If you are feeling stressed about COVID-19, the New Jersey Department of Health has established a toll-free warm line, which is a resource for people seeking mental health services. The warm line is activated during events that impact the mental health of New Jersey residents. The number is 877-294-4357 and is accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please note that the warm line does not replace 911 and is not used to report emergencies. I encourage you to safely check on your neighbors and to help those in need. I am happy to report that the Helping Hands Food Pantry is open. The hours of operation are Tuesday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. and Thursday from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. The Helping Hands Food Pantry is located at 1400 Palisade Avenue. As a reminder, if you have not done so already, please complete your 2020 census questionnaire. It's quick and easy. The 2020 census questionnaire will take about 10 minutes to complete. It's safe, secure, and confidential. Your information and privacy are protected. Your response helps to direct billions of dollars in federal funds to local communities for schools, roads, and other public services. Results from the 2020 census will be used to determine the number of seats each state has in Congress and your political representation at all levels of government. We are in the eye of the storm together. This crisis demands that each and every one of us do our part to minimize the spread of this disease, to avoid putting the vulnerable and susceptible at risk, and to prevent our healthcare services from being overburdened. Finally, I'd like to thank the employees of Teaneck who have remained strong and supportive throughout this crisis. Day in and day out, they continue to provide essential services to our residents despite challenging circumstances. Remember, stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. These actions will stop the spread of the virus and save lives. Thank you.